SoFlo Home Project is heading outdoors today, getting ready to get our sweat on in this South Florida heat. But it's well worth it, right? We're at this beautiful home in Miami on a landscape mission, and for that we're teaming up with our expert Steve Beck from Turfworks.
Our goal for today is to transform this area into a livable space that Cindy and her husband can enjoy.
We're living the life of a landscaper in South Florida as we turn a small courtyard into a garden retreat. South Florida is color, texture, lifestyle. It's a vibrant collage of different cultures blended in different ways. This collage is where I work. I'm home decor expert Martin Amado. Let me help you design your lifestyle. Join me as we experience SoFlo Home Project. Good morning everyone and welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Martin Amado. We've worked on many outdoor spaces here on the show, and as you know, they come in different shapes and sizes. And today is no exception. We'll be transforming this unused courtyard area into a beautiful garden retreat. And for this exterior project, I'll be joining forces with Steve Beck from Turfworks. We'll discuss the plan and meet him later, but for now, let's meet our homeowner, Cindy. Cindy, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm doing well.
I love the curb appeal of your home. It's absolutely gorgeous in the front.
Thank you.
No need for help in that area.
Well, thank you.
However, this area, I know you're not too pleased with the way it looks, right?
Correct. This ends up being an event every time the holidays roll around and I'm going to be entertaining. And then I run around with a siren on my head trying to make it look good. And then this happens.
And then this happens. So
Yep.
yeah, lots of dirt, a few plants.
Yep.
And how do you envision using the space?
We're empty nesters now, so my husband has this great idea that we will be able to come out here in the morning and have coffee.
Right.
Or when we come back from work, we can sit down and have a glass of wine. So we would love to, create this into kind of our own private little enclave.
So, there's a lot of things that we can definitely do with this space to transform it into the vision that you have, because I completely agree with you. Of course, I'll be handling the decorative side of things, and we do need a landscape expert. So we're bringing in Steve Beck from Turfworks, and I'm going to introduce you to him.
Fantastic.
From a design perspective, I can already visualize what this space needs. We need beautiful architectural elements like seating, a water feature, the arbor, like I said before, so I can totally handle that part of it. However, for the expertise on the green thumb with choosing plants, I need Steve from Turfworks, so it's going to be an awesome collaboration today. So Steve, this is our area. So what do you envision for this space?
What I see in here and what Cindy would like us to do is add some color, make it comfortable. I think we're going to add a little bit of a border, make it a little bit formal without creating a lot of work.
Right.
And then we're also going to connect the courtyard area to the front yard by continuing the Chicago brick.
Right.
Cindy has some leftover from other projects,
Yep.
and we're going to try and incorporate that in and use the leftover materials.
Do you envision a beautiful arbor right here to kind of separate your yard from the courtyard
beautiful.
area? And then with you extending the pathway with the Chicago brick, I think it's going to look amazing.
The arbor will go over the pathway,
Right.
and then we've got
Wow.
some interesting vines. We'll grow some flowers on it, so you'll have color up high as well as down low.
That would be beautiful.
So I see plants in the picture. I see seating in the picture.
Great.
I see possibly a water feature.
I am so excited about this project forever. For every holiday season, I run around with a siren on my head. I try to redo this area. It looks great for about a month, and then it just starts falling apart. So what I'm hoping is that this is going to be the final deal, and my husband and I are going to have a very quiet, private retreat to enjoy our coffee and wine.
All right, now typically Cindy, the homeowners, actually help us out
Okay.
on SoFlo Home Project.
Okay.
However, today I'm going to give you a pass because it's
Nice.
super hot. Steve and I will do the sweating for you. You
Perfect.
can go ahead and relax inside your home with the air conditioner.
I appreciate that very much.
No peeking through the windows.
Okay, I promise.
Okay, Steve, I know you're already sweating.
Yeah,
I'm
it's hot.
already perspiring as well. But let's get to it.
Let's do our thing.
Let's make it happen. From a decorative perspective, I have my ideas. For example, I do think like a beautiful water feature here in the center of the planting bed would look amazing.
I think we're on the same page. When there's a lot of hardscape and not a lot of area for plants, it pays to bring in some interesting features.
Absolutely. It's going to be a beautiful focal point in the planting bed. And then, of course, we're going to do some more plantings around it. On this side, I know you have some a great idea to really kind of cover up all that concrete wall behind it.
Cindy has asked that we bring in some height with some color. So I know you've brought along a great trellis that'll work real well.
Yeah, so I'm thinking really the inspiration is to incorporate a lot of wrought iron in the space. I think it's a beautiful balance with the Chicago brick. So it gives it a lot of architectural detail and decorative elements in this courtyard area. So we have trellis over here, we have a beautiful fountain over here. And then on this side, you tell me if you agree with this, but I kind of visualize maybe like a cluster of pots with plants as well.
I do agree. I think we want to leave the center open. As you know, we're going to be building a little walkway to connect this to the front yard. So we want to leave a walkway through, but a little cluster of pots with some pretty colorful plants would be really nice.
Okay.
What we're going to do is run that walkway, like we spoke about earlier, from here out to the front yard. Myself and my guys, we're going to concentrate mostly on that, and we'll also be assisting Martin in bringing in the garden features.
Now you can really see at home what the arbor does for this space. It really creates almost like a door entrance into the courtyard. It's summer in South Florida. We all know the weather can be completely unpredictable, and of course now it's raining. The positive thing is, at least it'll cool us off, right?
So right now we're bringing in bricks and sand to begin some serious movement forward on our walkway. Typically we bring in all of the sand at one point, but because of the rain, because of the weather, we're sort of just doing it inch by inch, sand and bricks all at the same time. Otherwise the sand is tending to wash out because we have had so much rain.
All right, so even with the rain, we are managing to get ahead with all the projects. We're laying down these Chicago bricks, continuing on that beautiful pathway, and now we're ready to tackle the actual inside of the courtyard area with plantings, the fountains, and all the beautiful decorative accessories that will tie the two spaces together. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we tackle the landscaping and the decorating of this small courtyard area. I'm home decor expert Martin Amado, and I'm here to help you with your next decorating project. Go to SoFloHomeProject.com, tell us what you're working on, and send us a few pictures. If we choose your home, I'll be knocking on your door to make it all happen. SoFlo Home Project, Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Local 10. I'm home decor expert Martin Amado, and I'm here to help you with your next decorating project. Go to SoFloHomeProject.com, tell us what you're working on, and send us a few pictures. If we choose your home, I'll be knocking on your door to make it all happen. SoFlo Home Project, Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Local 10. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. First it was the heat and then the rain as we transformed this courtyard area. Luckily, the sun is coming out, the pathway is almost there, and while I begin my work with Steve to transform these planting beds on either side of the pathway, let's hear some tips from Tat.
So many times we meet with homeowners in South Florida and they ask, how can we start saving money on our energy bills? It's a big priority, and of course there's a lot of different ways. But believe it or not, one of the ways we can start is right here in your garage. So when we meet with homeowners in South Florida, a lot of times we start in the garage and we show them this contraption right here, and very few people know what it is and what its function is. If I ask a homeowner, hey, where does your hot water come from? And how do you pay for your hot water? Very few people know. So today we're going to take a look at the function of this piece of equipment that's located in most families' garage, understanding how it works and how utilizing it and taking care of it and maintaining it will start to save us a lot of money on our energy bills right away. This is a hot water heater. How this works is water comes in from the city, fills the tank. When the water comes into the tank, the heating elements turn on to heat the water. When the heating elements turn on, the water breaks down and a lot of the composite and a lot of the sediment drops to the bottom of the water heater. Over time, that creates sludge at the bottom of your water heater. I'm sure all of us get our oil change, well, me not as often as I'm supposed to, but it's recommended to get your oil change every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Why do we do that? We do that so that our car operates more efficiently. It's the same thing with our hot water heater. If we as homeowners were able to maintain it once a year, doesn't take much time and much effort, but it gives us the opportunity to drain the sludge from the bottom of the tank so that instead of that heating element heating through the sludge before it gets to the water, it can just start heating the water. It makes the heating elements run more efficiently. So today we're going to walk you through the steps to take care and maintain this water heater so it saves you a few dollars on your energy bills every month and preserves the lifespan of this water heater. So the first thing we want to do when we're draining the water heater is cut off the power source. So you want to go to the breaker and shut off the power to the water heater. Then we're also going to turn off the water so that as we're draining